73. There's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
53, check 53. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Here we go.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 45 on second down, Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, box drop.
From the 29, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Allen's throw is complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. Allen to throw once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Allen now looks to throw, escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Allen. That is caught inside the 5. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Locke now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that.
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Lock working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen. He's got a man complete. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sua Cravens gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Block now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let him know.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Half 85.
On the run, it's Yeldon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Bravo. Check back 21.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Alert! Hey, Delta.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Locke going to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen.
He's checking.
That one complete to Yeldon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we come due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 31, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That
by
is
the
one
time we have to leave the booth.
Lock now. Nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lock. Left side here to Sanders. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 12. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Alexander. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down with backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
But it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find him.
And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen now going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Allen again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
64,
Freeman again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He finds Yeldon. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Off the play fake. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Squad like, what? In the field like,